What up, sweet peeps? It's your girl Rochelle. I'm going to give you another live video, and in this video, y'all sure to love this one. Okay, this one right here. I know I done did stuffed apples, but I'm bringing you the love potion stuffed chocolate apple. What up, sweet gang? If you are new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. This is a live video, and those that will be rewatching this video, it was a live recording, and I welcome you. If you enjoyed this video, let me know. Leave a comment in the comment section below, because y'all gonna love this video. All right. Hey y'all ready? Y'all ready? So let me put the disclaimer out there. This is a live recording, a live video, and this is done in actual time. And what I'm going to be demonstrating to you is a lot of different things. So this may be a lengthy video. So I'm going to take you through the details of the things that I have. Hey everyone. And then I'm gonna come back and answer some of your questions. So the supplies that I have in front of you are simply this. I have my glass Pyrex jar that I'm going to melt my chocolate melts. I have another bowl to transfer my candy melts into this bowl for dipping. I have a red fondant. This is by Buddy. You can get it off of Amazon. Excuse me. Everything that I'm going to be using in this video, I will leave in the description box below. Just give me time to link those links. Also, I have my apples. These are waxed apples, meaning they've been cleaned, but they haven't been removed of the wax. So I'm going to show you how you can dip into the chocolate with waxed apples. Also, I have black candy melts. Okay, with my black candy melts, I'm also going to be using a black food coloring to bring out the color of the candy melts. I have my apple sticks. I have my heart pipettes. I have a piping bag, scissors, my 1M piping tip. I have some heart sprinkles, and I have my melon scooper. I have some jumbo cherries. Okay, you can choose to do strawberries or jumbo cherries. I like the cherries. And my mixing spoons here. My little scraper, of course. And of course, none other, the love potion. And I'm going to tell you why I have it. I'm going to show you why I have it in a water bottle. Okay? When I get to that part, I'll let you know what that is for and why it's in there like that. All right? And what I have here is mix of the filling, cream cheese filling. It's a preserve, strawberry preserve with a cream cheese filling. So I combine this together, and you can get this from your local grocery store. Get you some strawberry preserve, or you can get you can make up your cheesecake filling, or you can get it from the grocery store. And you just mix the two together, and then this will be what you will feel for your apples. All right? So we're going to go ahead and get started. What I'm going to do, get this out the way. All right? First thing I'm going to do, put my candy melts into my glass container. You're measuring out about a pound of chocolate coating in a glass bowl that will help melt your candy melts. Okay? And we're going to put it in the microwave on medium-high heat or high heat for 30 seconds. Okay, so while that's in a microwave, this is important that you should know how to get the smooth finish of the chocolate and still scoop, so you get that perfect finish. You still use the apple sticks, but when placing your apple sticks, you want to insert them just a little bit, just enough where you can dip in the chocolate and then pull it back out. Okay, that's the trick to that. So slightly pierce the apple, not all the way in, because this is coming out. All right, make sure you know which is going to be your front so you can have them to the side. So remember, those sticks come out, they shouldn't go all the way into your apple where you're going to have a hard time trying to pull it out. All right, taking our candy melts, and we're just going to mix it a little bit. Mix up these melts, and then it's going to go back into the microwave for another 20 to 30 seconds. Melting colored candy melts can be a little difficult. Colored candy melts are very sensitive to heat. If you notice, for those that have melted candy melts, the milk chocolate or the dark chocolate melts better than white or colored candy melts. Okay, they're just more sensitive to the heat. And if that becomes a problem, then you will want to use your shortening or Paramount crystals. Okay, so what I'm doing here is working the candy melts around the warmth of the candy melts that's already melted and the bowl that helps melt the other melts. Okay, so it's important that you don't always, just because you see some melt still in here, it's okay. Work it around with the other chocolate coatings, and the glass bowl will help melt down those melts. This helps prevent any extra damage to your chocolate melts or to your chocolate. It doesn't seize as quickly as it will if you put it right on in for another 30 seconds and keep hitting it. Okay, so as you see here, all I'm doing is just working the chocolate around to melt down those other chocolate coatings. All right, and as I stated before in my other videos, a lot of times people just see that and they just pop it back in the microwave, and then boom, they're all set. Like, oh, I'm melting, but then you have a problem with your chocolate coatings, because then you will have to add oil, which is shortening or Paramount crystals, to thin out your chocolate. And sometimes you don't have to do that. So that's just information for you all. So as I talk through that, as you see here, the candy melts are melted. Okay, still may have one or two melts in there. Just rub it up the glass bowl or your cup. Okay, and it'll melt. So I'm good with that. Okay, so I did a 30 second for the first interval, and I did 20 seconds for the second. Worked my candy melts around to get a good melting of the melts, and we're good. So now at this point, even though it's a black chocolate melt, I want it to come out with a good solid black. So I'm going to use a chocolate chameleon by Artisan Accent, and I will leave this link where you can buy this food coloring. This is only for chocolate. Okay, only for chocolate. All right, so what you can do, just drizzle something in there. You can add between 5 to 6 drops. It doesn't change the taste. Okay. Now when adding this to your candy melts, depending on the brand you get, it may not change right away. Okay. It may still have an ashy look to it. What you do is let the candy melt sit, and it will come out the black color. Okay, and the same you would do for red if you had red. Okay, and I'm just going to show you. It's like it's not going to change no difference if you add a few more drops. All it's going to do is just make it blacker. So I don't know if you can tell that it didn't change. It just has to sit. It only sit for a few minutes so it can make that change. Okay. So while we have that sit, I'm going to go ahead and get my piping bag ready. Okay. Taking your 1M tip. Placing it in your piping bag. It doesn't matter what size you use. I'm using a 12-inch piping bag since I'm only doing these 2 apples. You want to cut just enough where the piping tip will fit snug right into the bag. Okay. And then we're going to add in our mixture here of strawberry preserve and our cheesecake filling. Just add it right on in there. I should have a cup. It's a better way to do this. Okay. Just hold that in there. Just start bringing down some of that filling. Okay. Now you can do like icing to the top of your apple, whichever one you choose to do. Okay. Whatever you want it to come out to look like is your desire to do so. I'm gonna sit that to the side. Get my melon scooper ready. Okay, let's check on our candy coating here. And we are good to go with the black. Okay, so going ahead, I'm going to transfer this over to the bowl just so I can have enough room for dipping. And I'm transferring all of the chocolate over here. Okay. And just give enough room to dip. Now remember, I am dipping in waxed apple, so it don't matter if it's waxed or unwaxed. The important thing is to get a good coating of your apple is to let it sit. Let your chocolate sit for a minute, just like I did, so the color can set in. And once your chocolate has cooled down, then you're ready to dip your apple. And it doesn't matter if it's waxed or unwaxed. It's going to coat as long as you follow those steps. Okay, taking my apple and just going in. Okay, and I'm not worried about, you know, coating the middle or the top of it because I'm going to cut through that anyway. Slightly tap. Okay, shake off the excess here. And y'all know Rose scrapes her bottoms. Okay, just scraping the bottom and placing it onto your mat. Okay, if you begin to get a puddle around your apple, just pick it up and move and just change its position. Once again, going in, get a nice coating here. And just tap off the excess. If you begin to tap and your chocolate begin to just start getting that elephant skin and it's dripping off, that means your chocolate is overheated, or you got too much oil in it if you had to add oil. Okay, but in order to get a smooth finish, follow the steps that I just mentioned. Scraping my bottoms here, placing it on the mat. And once again, like I stated, if you get a puddle, take it out the position and just move it into another spot. All right? And as you already see, I'm not going to move this because I want it to completely dry. Ooh, excuse me. I want it to completely dry, and I didn't want to move the camera until I'm finished. But I'm going to go into asking some questions. Or I'm letting you all ask some questions. But while this completely dry, before I take my melon scooper and scoop out the center. All right? Quickly, I want to show you why I have this love potion in the water bottle. How about we take this off? Okay. Well, what I did was took a small knife or a scribe tool. Okay. Taking the scribe tool and I pierced a hole right in the top of the top. Okay. Pierced a hole right into the top and I just worked it open a little bit. All right. But first you want to put in what you're adding. And what is this? It's syrup. It's a syrup filling, so when you take out your pipette, you can squeeze the syrup right over your cheesecake filling so you can have that syrup effect. All right? So that's what it is. It's nothing that you should drink or suck out of here, because the purpose of it is to take it out and just spread over, and I'm going to demonstrate that to you, over your toppings of your apple. Okay, so you got your syrup in here, and it's just Nestle strawberry syrup. The hole has to be tight in order for your pipette to fit in. You don't want any to come out. So you work it in as such. Turn it over. Make sure ain't nothing spilling out. Okay, nothing's coming out. So then you want to just pull back the pipette and squeeze. This is how you fill up a pipette totally. And once again, squeeze. It got to be upside down, so there we go. Now it's full. Okay, take it out, you good. Okay, once again, Put your pipette in, flip it over. It got to be enough in here to fill up. Squeeze once, let it retract, squeeze again, turn it over, and it's filled. A full filled pipette. Okay? That's 2 of those. All right? All right. Any questions before I finish? Bro, how come you don't use Wilton melter? I really don't like those. It's just my preference because I change up so much. I mean, I have one, and the purpose of the Wilton's melter, it keeps the chocolate at a cool state. It just you have to make sure it's on that. But if you have a Wilton's melter and that's what works for you, then by all means roll with it. But a lot of people, I try to be transparent because a lot of people really don't know or not comfortable with melting chocolate, and I like to teach beginner friendly so that you can, learn step by step with doing chocolate, because a lot of people have a hard time working with chocolate. Either they overheat it or do too many intervals, and sometimes a lot of people get discouraged with using those the melting pot. Okay. Oh, you welcome. Yeah, I have one. I just, I don't use it. I like enough room, but I mean, you can take an apple and let me see. You can take an apple and you can just sit it in there and just put the chocolate on there and just take it out. But you got to make sure that it all comes together. So I'll be showing you several different ways and talking and teaching on chocolate and real chocolate. Also, you can take pure chocolate and melt and use it with the candy melts. You can combine the two. And it has to be, if you were using pure chocolate for like making ganache or Cool Whip or cream or heavy cream, the pure chocolate don't need to be tempered. But if you're using it to mold and like put it in a molding or even to cover like this, then pure chocolate has to be tempered to where, and that's a whole different class on tempering chocolate for real. Because a lot of times when you melt that and you dip it and you have a problem like it's not dry yet, it's not dry, and you run and take it and put it in the freezer, it's because your chocolate, pure chocolate, real chocolate, has to be tempered. Okay? But if you take and blend about a 4 ounce of pure chocolate to a 1 pound chocolate melt, 1 pound of chocolate melt or candy coatings, to give a better quality taste and smoother texture to your candy coating. So that's a tip for y'all, for real. If you want to do that, you can add it to real chocolate to candy coatings to get a smoother and better texture and a better taste. Okay? Somebody had another question. Let me see. Mix the two. Yeah, you can mix the two. It's just that, I'm just doing this small clipping because I feel like people need to understand the science of chocolate. Candy melts are candy melts, and that's what we always use, and it's colored, and the colored candy melts are sensitive. Um, like these right here, they're sensitive to heat when you melt them. This is what you call a candy melt or candy coated. Okay, it's not pure chocolate. It's not real chocolate. It's a candy coated candy melt. Okay, which if you have real chocolate and you want to mix it, you can, and you will use 4 ounces to a pound. So this is a pound. All right, so you can use 4 ounces. I'm gonna get some. This is chocolate here. So I would use 4 ounces of this to my candy melts if I wanted to mix the two to get a better coating, smooth finish. Okay, with the proper heating technique. All right. All right. Y'all can't tell me I ain't gave y'all life on that now. Okay. All right. So we looking good over here. I want to make sure that it's completely dry. You got to be careful to the touch. You want a smooth finish so you all can see that. They can last a long time before they go bad. Long as they're properly stored. What you see here, I have lined up here. I'm trying to... Those I did 2 days ago. These I did yesterday. Okay? And they're in a bag. They've been in the bag. These been in the bag for 2 days. These been in the bag since yesterday. All right? And they haven't been in the refrigerator, but they can go in the refrigerator. All right? But remember, you don't want them to last forever. You want them to go to the customer. All right? All right. So I like to use a glove, my little glove, because I did some of these not too long ago, just a few minutes ago, and it's a little dirty. So I use a white glove to cover over the apple. All right? So I'm going to take my little glove, hold over the apple like such, and then you want to pull out the stick. Remember, it shouldn't be too far in there. It should be easy for you to pull it out. And I forgot my little knife. Okay. Once again, hold your apple here and wiggle it out. All right. Now, having a white glove just helps prevent having fingerprints all over your chocolate. All right? That's important. Now, with a little knife gives you a little help to cut your apple. Just to start it off a little bit. And remember, you don't have to... I'm making a little square here. You don't have to cover the whole top. Okay, because so you can see what you're cutting. Taking the small end of your melon scooper. All right. Dig in. And pull out carefully. I'm not worried about the chocolate that's coming out because I can cover that up with the cream, okay? Now, in one of my videos, you see where I just did the top to top it off, okay? But also, you can take, long as you got a melon scooper, you can go down and take that out. Be careful how you scoop it out. Okay, it takes patience to get this out. You want it to be neat. There you go. Okay. Now, if you want to take some lemon juice with a little brush and go in and just swish it around a little bit to keep the freshness of the apple, you can do so. Then at this point, I'm gonna do my heart. I forgot the heart cutter. You need a heart cutter if you want the heart to go in there, right? This is a little plastic heart cutter I got from Amazon, off Amazon. It's a Wilton's heart cutter. So real quickly, I'm going to roll out my heart. What I'm doing now is just kneading the fondant to get the cracks out. You want it to be a smooth heart. Okay, if you have to powder up your surface, you can do so. Taking your rolling pin, roll it out. Start in the center. And make sure that your surface is clean. Not have no black. Now you can do whatever color you like when making these. But this is my version of a love portion stuffed apple. So here is your cutter. Press, shake it back and forth. You can remove the fondant first if you like, or the cutter. Taking your scooper duper, okay, lifting it up. Now you can add a little bit of water to the back of it so that it can stick. Just lightly apply, okay, and whichever side is going to be your front, and then just apply it to your apple, which I need a little bit more. Carefully putting it on. Probably could have went down a little more, but just carefully putting it on. Okay, so at this point you're ready to put in your filling, and what you would do is fill it on in. Okay, now I'm gonna add icing to the top of mine. The kids like the raw icing on top. So you can do whatever you like that is sweet, but just to I'm going to use a 2D tip for this. Okay, so I just added some ice in here. Just to cover the top. And just as so, come up and just center it off. It don't need to be a lot, just to make it cute. Oh, I forgot my little straw. And take some hearts, whether they're small or big. Just drop them on there. Just place them on here, as so. All right. Taking me a red straw and just cutting half of it. I like to make it look like a milkshake. Okay. Just stick it right off to the side. Taking the cherries. Now you can do cherry or strawberries, whichever one you choose. Okay, and just stick that right at the top, just like that. Then taking your little love potion pipette and stick it right in on the side. And I'm going to remove this off my mount so you can get a better view at what you're looking at. Okay, and the reason why I add syrup, okay, because I know people put liquid or liquor. I don't, you know, I can't sell these. You want to sell something with liquor in it, you must have a liquor license, okay? I stress that all the time. But this was just designed to put the syrup in, taking out the syrup, and just spread it right over your dessert. Boom. Okay, that's what that's for. Okay, so while people say, why is she putting syrup in the pipette? I thought you're supposed to drink it. No, it can be creative. Just like you put the syrup on cream cheese on cheesecake. Hey, why not do it to a stuffed cheesecake apple? All right. And that's how you make the love potion stuffed apple. Now, for those that will be rewatching this video, it may be a little jumpy. That's because this was a live recording, and I hope you all enjoyed this portion of the video. And at this moment, I will take some questions for those. If you have enjoyed this video, y'all already know, give this video, let's get it to 500 likes. Y'all been doing good. Let's get this video to 500 likes. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know how you enjoyed it, what you would like to see. It's almost coming to an end of my live sessions with you all for the month of January. Next month, I will be back to recording. Okay? Thank you. I'll take just a few questions before I sign out. And the Strawberry syrup you can get from your local grocery store. Nothing that you need to get expensive. You can take your water bottle, get your empty water bottle, put enough in here so that you can collect the syrup. Just be creative. And if I didn't get a chance to answer any of your questions while live, don't forget to come back in the comment section and ask, and I will get to them when I can. Thank you. Hi, Miss Lynn Jones. That's okay. Just to rewatch. How much? I would charge between $10 to $12 for these. This is like a signature apple. It's stuffed. It's a dessert. I would charge between $10 to $12. Hey, DBD in the house. I'm making love poison candy apples. Can you make them a day in advance? Of course you can. Long as you go through the cleaning process properly, you can do your apples a day in advance. How would I bag or box these for sale? I would put them either in, well, I would definitely not put the solution, put the syrup while it's in a box. But I got one already done and I can show you. This is a clear box. I will put this in the description box below. They have some that are bigger in size. Okay, long as it can fit. As long as it can fit in here. Okay, just want to put it in carefully. Ooh. Excuse me. Any other questions? 2 more questions and then I gotta go. Let's see. You're welcome. No problem. What did I use to stuff it? Strawberry preserve and cheesecake filling. Oh, okay, Special K. What's your son name? Your 14-year-old? I'm sorry. Did you say son? Your 14-year-old. You just said 14-year-old. I know the other day somebody said son. So if you're watching, hello, hello, hello. I would love to do something with the kitties. Um, you're welcome. Tell your 14-year-old to stay with it. Whatever they are doing, your daughter. What's her name? Marisa? I hope I got it right. Hi, hun. Nope, it's icing. You can put whipped cream on top, though. It's buttercream icing. But you can put whipped cream on top if you choose to. I'm just showing you a demonstration. My kids love the icing. So they're going to attack these when they get home. So for some reason, the cream cheese and cheesecake icing is with the apple. They like it. So I hope you all enjoyed. If you are in the Atlanta area or in the surrounding area, don't forget I will be there February 9th. And I have a Valentine class, a sculpted class, doing a sculpted bumblebee Valentine. If you haven't seen it on my page on Facebook, Your Sweet Connection, registration is still available. I will leave that information in the link below as well. We are taking payment plans, so you can contact the shop of Chef Nicholas Lodge, the International Art Collection, and it's two payments, $87.50. Okay, get your seat today. Meet me there. All right, February 9th, I will be doing Be My Valentine Apple class. I am coming to Orlando, and it will be posted this weekend of the states that I'll be coming to. All right. All right, you guys, it's been real. I enjoyed y'all. Don't forget, give this video a thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. This girl give you life for sure. All right. So it's your girl Ro about to go. I'll see y'all.